creation exercise which we have taken on a national level to make artificial intelligence deployable for the language as a particular use case which is there. Our idea, of course, is that, we transcend the language barrier. There should not be any language barrier. People at no level should be, should actually be forced to learn another language. If somebody is coming from some other place, he or she should be able to communicate in his or her own language and still be understood on this particular thing. But it is also a message for digital inclusion and inclusion of people living on the other side of the literacy divide, because we have included voice as a medium. So voice plus multilingualism, we are talking about removing, language barrier, removing digital barrier, and also the literacy barrier. So this is a very important aspect which we are trying to work upon. And, I'm thankful for Mr. Bakshi to set the context so well that each and every sector would get impacted by this digital inclusion effort which we are trying to do across the country. Now, we are calling this as a co-creation workshop. And I was discussing with Honorable Minister a short while ago, as an organization which is basically trying to make this artificial intelligence platform, we were basically trying to build this platform using AI models, and AI models are requiring data to be used to train the model, right? And obviously, when we are trying to look at digital data on these two languages and also many other languages in the country, it is very limited, right? So we had, from our own effort, and some of the institutes like NIT Meghalaya who have been involved in this particular effort from our side, so we have tried to create the digital data for these two languages, right? And then try to bring up some model. Now here we are right now. What we are trying to do is to come to you and say that, look, I have created this particular system. Now let's co-create it and improve upon it using your help. So that is one of the major objectives of this, that we are here for a co-creation setup to improve and take this language setup to 100% accuracy. So first thing is that we have done something. Second thing is that we are here to co-create and improve. The entire idea of the entire system is that it is a exercise which will actually try to build the community, which is basically, we are trying to say that we will build the linguistic community, the linguistic computing community, all of them in one platform, offer services of translation, that is automatic speech recognition, text-to-text translation, text-to-speech, optical character recognition, and we will try to create the dictionary. Our vocabulary currently is on either on voice, or it is with our, people who are at home, the generation ahead, generation which was older than us, generation which is younger than us. But all of them is currently on voice or our own languages. We need to digitize it so that the digital world knows about it. Currently, the digital world does not know about it. So one of our effort is that. We also are looking at, can we basically look at how do we, create systems so that, for example, if you're using e-office, you are using e-office in your own language. You're not using e-office in some other language. You are communicating with others, so the letters, etc., gets automatically translated, though you are working on your own language. So we are looking at those solutions which will make the world seamless. Yes, the language has been here for thousands of years, and we have been in existence as an organization for 2.5 years. So a lot has been done, but there is a lot which has to be done, and a lot has to be done together with you, and that's why we are calling it as a partnership mode. We have, just trying to give you a brief on, we have, yours is one of the states where we are coming. We have, we have been partners with other states on a similar exercise, with the states owning the crux of the language, we owning the technology, and we trying to improve the technology so that the barriers go away. The next one. And these are the central government ministries we are engaged in. Why I'm showing this particular slide is a very extremely important aspect is that, there is a there is a domain factor which is there, means in the sense that if you are having agriculture, right, as a domain, then there is agriculture verbatims which needs to be part of your translation mechanism. So when we are working with all the ministries, we are creating those glossaries, right? And those glossaries are actually becoming part of our language. So the entire system actually digitizes everything which is available in the system. So we have a partnership with state, which is basically improving the language. We have a partnership with central government, with the line ministries to improve the domain words into the language, health, the domain, others, the domain. So it's basically getting into that thing. And fortunately, you know, currently, for example, we are working with Survey of India to convert every PIN code into a name, and that name is available in 22 languages. Now, that is something which was not available till now. We had English names for every PIN code, actually, and no other things was available, maximum Hindi. Right, go to the next one. Right? So these are the 4 pillars of our program. Okay, 4 pillars of our program we are basically trying to say is, number 1 pillar is about, I have developed something, Digital India Bhashini Division or Government of India has developed something. There is a, language model which is available. Please integrate. We have created an app. We have created, you have Anuvad which is available on web service. Please use them and then try to give feedbacks so that we are able to improve things and it becomes national digital infrastructure. So that is pillar number 1. We call it Bhashini Udyat. The pillar number 2 is Bhashini Mitra, where we are trying to actually, like we have today text-to-text translations, for example, with Khasi, right? We want to create an automatic speech recognition for Khasi. We want to create text-to-speech for Khasi. We want your collaboration with it. We would need a lot of data for that, doing that. So we are wanting to work with you, and we are calling it as Bhashini Mitra. Then we created a lot of applications which are there, a lot of use cases which are there with other states, and we will present some ideas to you, and you can actually look at it, how far the art of possibilities can go with artificial intelligence. So we would like App Mitra to cover that. And then, of course, we want to take it to the other cities. We want to take it to the last mile in government of Shillong, government of Meghalaya, Shillong, all the places. And that is where we would like to do what we call as Pravakta, so that the last mile is not remaining unserved. He understands what we are doing in the government. He understands what is happening in the industry. He understands what is happening in the health. And language does not become a barrier. Whether he is on this side of a literacy divide or that side, it also doesn't remain a barrier, because things will be spoken out to him. Whether he is digitally inclusive or not inclusive, that also does not matter, because again, we will be using voice as a medium. So this is the platform which we want to create in next few days along with you, so that it becomes, it improves, and then we can do a lot of other things which can go across. Go to the next slide. So it's a voice-first multilingual thing. I think I've spoken about it. We can move on to the next slide. Now, this is how we have created till now. It has been an effort of co-creation. It has not been done alone. We have 70-odd research institutes which have actually participated in this. 70-odd research institutes across the country. NIT Meghalaya, NIT Manipur, IIT Guwahati, IIT Bombay or IIT Madras, all of them have participated in this initiative to make 350 plus models which are available currently on the Bhashini platform. This is being used widely. We receive 300 million translation requests a month, about 10 million translation requests a day. And we have already crossed 2 billion translation requests on our platform since we were born about 1.5 years ago. So it's a scalable, highly workable, and we have proven that artificial intelligence can actually help you to do some public good. And when we will talk about use cases, how farmers are getting benefited, how doctors are getting benefited, how people at rural development or villages are getting benefited, you will be amazed that we have achieved a lot in this period. So thank you once again very much. We would like to work with you to actually make this difference to the, society. You have the numbers here. We have created a lot of data sets. We have built a lot of models, but then not enough. A lot has to be done again, and lot requires your partnership to make it better. If it is 95%, let's not be happy about it. Let's make it 100%. If it is 99.9%, let's not be happy about it. Make it 100%. And that's the quest we are working on. Go next slide. This is available on our website. You can actually have a look at it. Which services are available with which language. The most important takeaway from this slide is that it is an evolving platform. That means you have 31 language today, tomorrow it will be 32, day after tomorrow it will be 33, because the research organizations working with us are continuously creating models. We are working with startups to continuously create new applications. We are working with industry to bring in new domains, new works in this area. So this graph is going to continuously change, but on our website you can find these language services. So making society, I think this will be covered in the use cases. The most important thing which we have talked about is that my persona is a person living on the other side of literature divide. My persona can be digitally on the other side of digital divide. My persona can be on the other side of language divide, but he's connected and availing all the things which is required by a person like you and me who know English, who are in the city, and who have perhaps got all the benefits because of whatever reasons, or because, for ourselves. This is what our, ecosystem goes. And this is what our startup system goes. These are some things which, this is integration on the e-office which is being talked about. And we also do speech-to-speech translation, so that's another part where we have to connect with the people. Again, this is being used by Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Speaker of the new Lok Sabha, and we are right now using it in the next session of the Parliament, International Parliament session also. So we have developed technologies which forces the international companies to tell us that yes, I am also available, right? So today, as soon as we do the workshop here, you will have 10 or more people coming and saying that, yes, I also do what Bhashini does. That is what our leadership is. That is what we call as leadership. Go to the next one. These are some impact slides, which we have implemented. Again, this will be covered in the due course in a very, I would like to give one example, for example, the PM Kisan example, where we have created a chatbot. On the chatbot, it is available currently on 13 languages, going up to 22. A farmer can come and ask about, when my next installment of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi is going to be there. He will be answered on his own language after authentication that this is when it would be available. If he has a problem in receiving the thing, he will be answered that your bank account is not linked with Aadhaar or your something is not done. So the challenge which he used to have to figure out when and why, his installments is not coming is now not, a challenge. So similarly, you have, we did a voice-based payment. UPI 123 is a voice-based payment journey. So there we have imagined a persona who is in a village, comes to the city, he works for the day, and then wants to transfer the money back to home. And he just has to say transfer 100 rupees and put up the PIN, and the rest of the journey is taken care of through voice. So those are solutions which are basically coming up through the art of imagination and art of possibility, which the people are coming back to us and we are trying to create that. This is what our co-creation model looks like. We have some of the digital properties which we have on our system, and we would like to get engaged with you in each one of them. We want to celebrate in 22 languages the important personalities, celebrations which you have, etc., etc. Going all the way to usage of our products, creating communities, having startups, etc. So all of that is basically here that we are talking about. Go next slide. So we look forward to making all this green with you in the next 6 months or 1 month, and then measuring them for the success. So if you have done 2 hackathons right now this year, maybe next year can we do 4? Can we do 6? Can we, if you have created 3 startups this year, can we do 20 next year? If you have 2 solutions this year, can we do 10 solutions next year? That's what we're asking. Thank you very much. This is what I had to set as a context for the workshop today. Thank you.